Hello and welcome back to another video, and in this one I'll be forming the Roman Empire as Italy. And well, this is me doing a voiceover over time lapse, which I figured is something I'd try. That way the time lapses aren't boring, but that way I also didn't have to make a full-on video where I had to figure out what not to put in the video and whatever. So yeah, this is me commentating over. I don't have to say I will be trying to form it, because I already know that I will be forming it. But yeah, I'm just getting everything set up. I released Eritrea and Somalia because that way I wouldn't have to protect the land, and it's pretty useless land, so it's pretty much okay to release it. And yeah, just doing the Ethiopian War, pretty much. Puppeted them too, again, so I wouldn't have to protect the land, but in their case, they do have, like, kind of a lot of manpower, so they're able to make troops for me. But yeah, I started justifying on Austria, or I might not have, I don't know, I put the front line on Austria, I guess. Because I need one of their states to form the Roman Empire, so I need to attack them first, that way Germany doesn't Anschluss them, and then I have to fight Germany. Although, speaking of fighting Germany, I left this on non-historical focuses. That way, Germany hopefully wouldn't join the war, and then if Germany's in the war, then I have to compete with them for land, and almost certainly eventually fight Germany. So I decided to do ahistorical focuses. But yeah, here I'm just doing the Spanish Civil War, which is a bit messier without historical focuses, but the nationalists will still probably win. Yeah, this is super riveting gameplay. Now, I've really just about completed the useful parts of the Italian focus tree. So I guess it's ironic that I'm playing Italy now, like, pretty soon before they're supposed to get an update. Well, it's not that we're supposedly pretty soon. They're getting an update, it's just I don't know how soon that update's gonna be. But yeah, just the Republicans are already pretty much losing. Their lines are collapsing. For mostly. But yeah, Madrid is encircled. So whole Barcelona pocket's gonna die, pretty much. Yeah, Polish Civil War can go either way. Yeah, here I am, I'm putting my extra troops to prepare to invade Yugoslavia, and then here I am invading Austria. It's pretty easy. I mean, you're a great power, Austria isn't. But also they're getting close air support bombed to death. Well, literally to death. I decided to take the one state I needed and puppet the rest just to be a buffer state, pretty much. So, less front line. And also they could make some troops for me. And, I mean, really so the borders could be clean, I guess. Once the Roman Empire time comes around, and I think it was just theirs when I tried to make a tank template that with a ton of armor and otherwise low cost for Space Marines. So if you don't know what Space Marines are, basically you take a medium, well, usually a medium tank because they're the best, and you give it like a lot of armor and like otherwise really cheap components. That way you can basically make a solid block of metal. Because then if you put one of those in your infantry division, they have armor, which is good. But I didn't have enough army XP to design it. And there I almost invaded Yugoslavia without troops on the French border. But yeah, I'm attacking Yugoslavia to. We'll get Yugoslavia, Romania, and France in, and also Czechoslovakia, but I don't need any of their land. But yeah, I'm getting a 3-in-1 deal for the land I need to form the empire. Yeah, Yugoslavia is mountainous, but their troops are weak. It's just the terrain, really. I think there would have been my first cut. I remember. I don't remember what I had to do, but I remember I set out the navy, which you can see here, and then forgot that I was or realized I had forgotten to start recording. But yeah, Yugoslavia capitulated, troops are encircled, although Romania is able to save a lot of them. We even then got another encirclement. Got a wargle on Greece, so I'm not going to use it yet. Oh, I guess it. I forgot to mention, but the second Russian Civil War happened, so that pop-up just reminded me about, and it went on to like the end of the game. Like when I stopped, it was still like in the middle of it. So I guess like the monarchist white Russian whatever they are, they rose up super early, so they weren't strong enough to defeat the Soviets, but the Soviets weren't strong enough to defeat them either, so it's just infinite stalemate. And there I've pretty much rushed through Czechoslovakia, although they have managed to put up some defenses at the end, and Romania is like slowly crumbling. They capitulated there. And then France's lines are also breaking. So once the rest of the troops get there, it's going to be no problem to invade. Because yeah, no matter when we're talking, France is always a pushover. Got an encirclement. And once you're past the mountains and that river, it's pretty much just free land. I think that's the Rhone River. I don't know. Yeah, I think once you're past the Alps and the Rhone, France has no more natural defenses left. It's just open plains to walk across. Yeah, there they go. So yeah, I'm only taking the lands I need just to make the borders look a bit nicer, and then puppeting the rest. Except I did take Czechoslovakia because the idea was if I took all of it or puppeted it, then Germany would take the Sudetenland, and I think, well, I guess I don't know. I wasn't really sure how it would work if Czechoslovakia wasn't like an independent country. So I just left them independent in the Sudetenland, and then my idea was once Germany takes it, I would release them as a puppet. Yeah, here I'm making preparations to invade Greece, who got guaranteed by the UK. But the UK is still pretty weak at this point, so I'm not super worried. Mexico is having a civil war, too. Oh, Hungary joined the Axis, I think, there, although they're completely surrounded by me. Yeah, Britain was not able to put up very good defenses in the Middle East, so I steamrolled right through them. Yeah, I think that this is where I start justifying on Iraq, because I need their land. And Greece, the front lines get really messy because of how messy shaped it is. So they almost were able to retake their land. Yeah, Switzerland is also next up. I just need to Well, the only parts of the British Egypt slash Middle, well, the only parts of British Africa, I guess, would be the best way to put it, is that I need is Egypt. So I'm just gonna push them out of Egypt and stop there because I don't want to fight in Africa. Although I realize now, much later, that I definitely could have because I controlled like half of Africa already. So I'd just be pushing them down through their long, narrow strip of land. But oh well. Yeah, Rock's pretty easy to beat. Getting ready to invade the lowlands. Although at some point I forgot to mention Germany did join the war, but I already took so much land and they couldn't reach like a lot of the land I needed. But the lowlands were the one place I was worried they'd try to take land, so I was trying my best to just blitzkrieg over them. But they actually didn't end up taking land, so we were fine. Yeah, Navy's having a bit of a problem. Yeah, oh yeah, they invaded Sardinia, but got pushed out easily. Getting ready to invade Turkey. I think just there was when, no, that was when Poland joined the Allies, I think. That's why I put a front line on Poland. Because my idea was, instead of waiting for them to join, well, I guess the full idea was they wouldn't join if I had troops on the border. But if I took the troops off, but I didn't want to keep troops on the border the whole time, so I would just invade them first, because if I took the troops off the border for them to invade, then obviously they could just walk right through. Yeah, Turkey is having a bit of trouble with the strait, even them still able to kill them pretty easily from the underside. Got nice encirclement there. Killing convoys in the Mediterranean. Yeah, this is when I realized that Poland actually did have more troops than me over there. So I just pulled back to hold the thin mountain pass because I didn't care about Czechoslovakia, really. Yeah, here I'm trying to invade Malta, but I think their submarines intercepted like half the troops, and also they had troops there. And because I wasn't using marines, they were able to defend it. But here Turkey's broken through the Turkish lines and they're falling easily. They reinvaded Sardinia and Corsica, but I realized at that point I should wait until I've taken Gibraltar to attack the Mediterranean islands, because then all the islands in the Mediterranean would be cut off from supply, which means they'd be easy to take. So next step to invade is Spain. That way I can get to Gibraltar. And also because I need Spain anyway. Although I did have a naval invasion planned. Although something that didn't occur to me is that Spanish Africa, they'd still be able to go in through there. So that plan didn't entirely work out. As I figured I just wouldn't put anything on Spanish Africa until like they'd walked out and formed one front line, because they had like a couple different little enclaves, whatever, down there. So it would be a better idea to just let them all combine to make the front line easier. Yeah, but Spain's fresh out of a civil war, so they're real easy to beat. And yeah, I did land in Gibraltar there. I did declare war on Portugal too, because I need them. Oh yeah, here, yeah, Bulgaria, the focus that gives Italy its own faction and fights Bulgaria for whatever reason, so there I finally kicked them out to invade them. Because they weren't in the war already, so I didn't have to, or I guess I didn't have to worry about them joining the Axis, or, like, complications with kicking out someone out of your kicking out someone from your faction while you're in the same war. Yeah, they're pretty easy to just steamroll here. Here's where I'm finally trying to retake those islands, but the couple Spanish islands are giving me trouble because they have troops on the port. So here, I eventually realized I should just get all my close air support and put it over the islands. Yeah, here's where I'm finally getting ready to take the last, like, actual piece of land I need, which is, like, Eastern Hungary. But the thing is, they're in the Axis, so I have to prepare to hold off Germany just long enough to take Hungary. But I preferably don't want to. I don't want to just barely be doing this, so I left enough troops to definitely hold off Germany on the border. But yeah, I think just there is where I fully took those islands. Yeah, am having a bit of trouble in Africa because I think my troops got pulled out. Oh yeah, I guess I just saw it there, but at some point that I missed, I made the Space Marine Division, which is wait, I'm pretty sure it was. In this case, I was going with 8 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 tank. So I guess you could get higher success if you put less infantry, because then it would average out to a higher armor value. Yeah, I guess to talk about the well, actually, I should probably talk about a few things there. One, Poland, or Germany declared war on Poland, so then they got crushed. 2, I had to go do something for a second, so I scrolled off there. And 3, division templates. What I usually do is I start out with 6 infantry, 1 artillery, which is 15 width, and still is like decent stats. And then I gradually upgrade that over time to 21 width by adding either just more infantry or more infantry and 1 tank. And in this case, I was going with Space Marines because I had the production to do it. Yeah, here I'm just preparing to invade Hungary, but I can't justify on them if I have a non-aggression pact with their faction leader, who is Germany. But to cancel the non-aggression pact with Germany, I need twice their amount of troops on the border. So I'm trying to spam out 2 widths. Oh yeah, here I was going to check the Polish focus tree because got a notification that Poland and Lithuania formed the Commonwealth. So I wasn't, or like the Socialist Commonwealth, so I got confused. So I was like, how would they do that if they're both capitulated? And I still don't know. But yeah, it was Poland who formed it, I know that much. Oh yeah, here Germany declared war on my puppet France, so that actually canceled the non-aggression pact. So then I was able I just had to wait 15 days to justify on Hungary, and then it was basically completed. Oh yeah, here, well, I jump cutted, because I thought I only needed to take the city, but I needed to take a few more provinces. But anyway, but yeah, that's the Roman Empire. Hope you enjoyed, like 8 million manpower, whatever. Yeah, it ended up actually being easier than I thought. Yeah, it was easier than I thought it would be. I did get cut off there because I didn't realize that it was going to end like that, but hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, save to playlist, tap the notification bell, just everything you can, and goodbye.